be on air with God's richest blessings in everyone's life. For the love, energy, and charms goes all to you and the rest of the staff. Always plug in my earbuds via Bluetooth. My daughter said, "One, you need to buy shares in Z." I said, whenever she said I'm at work or at home listening to you all. Sometimes I'm unable to interact because of work, but whenever I can, I listen. All right, thanks, man. Saying good morning to Sergeant Henry, just walking to the studio. I'm going to read more of those greetings in just a bit, but let's hear from the officers first. Stay tuned.
Be careful on the road. Slow it down, hey. Roger, watch out for them donkey. Hey. Slow it down, man. Hey. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down, down. Especially by the school zone. The dirt road procedure, Granny reminisce about how it used to be more safer. They used to travel without the fear of getting hit by a speeding vehicle.
All right. Like I indicated, the officers are already in the studio. They're here now. We're in the presence of a new face. I'm going to let Sergeant Henry do the introduction when she is ready. But first thing first, good morning to both of you and welcome to the studio.
Good morning, GQ.
Morning. Let's start with you, Sergeant Henry, before we go too far into the program.
Good morning to the listening audience. This morning I have with me Constable Modest, who is also an investigator of the traffic department.
Okay.
This morning we'll be talking about road safety. And road safety is our concern, everybody's concern. A solid foundation in road safety begins with a thorough understanding of traffic rules and regulations. These laws are designed to maintain order and prevent accident, ensuring that all road users can safely share the road. In everyday lives, road safety carries a lot of importance. It is important how we walk as pedestrians, drive as drivers, or do anything on the road. People define the road in two ways. One, a busy road, and the other, not as so busy. A busy road can define as a road where there are a lot of traffic going in and out every day. To avoid these, a driver should be careful not to break the road safety rules and maintain the road safety culture. However, that's not the case. A road is a road no matter if it has zero, some, or so much traffic on a road. A road is a road no matter how busy it gets in the day or lonely in the night. There is absolutely no excuse to not abide by the traffic rules. Yes, some person will say, okay, in the night it is slow. Nothing much is on the road, so I can run a red light. No, the traffic rules must be obeyed still, whether it's busy in the day or lonely in the night. I'm going to stop here for now and I'm going to let Constable Modest continue.
Good morning. So road safety. Road safety is important because it helps to prevent accidents, reduce fatalities and injuries, protect pedestrians and other road users, minimize economic loss, promote responsible driving behaviors, ensure smooth traffic flow, safeguard children and vulnerable groups, raise awareness, potential hazards, improve overall qualities of life, and contribute to a safer community by encouraging everyone to follow the traffic rules and practice defensive driving habits. Key aspects of road safety include wearing your seatbelt. No matter where you are seated in a vehicle, all passengers should wear the seatbelts in case of a collision, obeying the speed limits, driving at appropriate speeds based on the road conditions, avoiding distractions, not using mobile phones and other devices while driving, avoid looking back or reaching in the back seat while driving, not driving under the influence, avoiding alcohol or drugs before driving, following the traffic signals, stopping at the red light, yielding at the yellow light. If there are cones placed on the road, drive cautiously, obey the no right turn signs and the no entry signs. Also maintain a safe distance. Keep adequate space between your vehicle and other road vehicles and road users. Be aware of your surroundings. Observe other road users and potential hazards. Regular vehicle checks. Make sure your vehicle is in proper working condition. Make sure your tires are not showing tread. No smooth tires. Both headlamps are working or your lights are working. And make sure your brakes is in proper working condition.
All right, thanks for sharing. Anything else to add before we open the line?
Last week, yes, we were talking about the no right turn when you're going down Church Street, remember?
Yes.
From the top, yes.
Yes.
Between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., yes, you can turn.
Okay.
Between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m.
Okay.
You can make the right turn
Right.
if you're coming from the Greenlands end.
Right. Okay. So anytime after 7 p.m.
Yes. Monday to Saturday.
Okay. The phone line is open. 662-8674 is the number to get in with your concern as it relates to the topic at hand, or it might be something else. So talk about something else. I have someone sharing a concern of about the traffic in Market Street area from the road when you're coming out of from Gary's food
Okay,
and
that's Saho,
flowers,
yes.
Saho. That road, the person has indicated that road is always blocked up, and if anything can be done to alleviate, pardon me, and make provision for traffic to flow smoothly.
So that means when they're coming out from Soho onto Market Street, that's by the Chinese supermarket, where they usually are blocked up by the junction or persons, it's hard for them to turn.
Well, they're listening, so hopefully they will answer that question because they didn't indicate. They just indicate that it's hard to get out and it's always blocked up.
Because when you're on that road, vehicle always park on the mountain side. So if you're going up and something is coming down, it's hard for you to get in.
Right.
So I don't know if that's what they meant or coming out from the road.
Okay. Let's go to the phone line. Hopefully they will respond and we'll find out. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Father Henry. Welcome back from a little long vacation.
Bucky was here last week, Wednesday.
I saw your colleagues on the road, and I must say that you guys are doing much better in terms of when you're doing checkpoints. I see a lot of improvement in the traffic moving forward. And now there was a big concern that I know you guys are doing your job, and it's good that you're doing your job because some persons not listening and some persons are deliberate. So now you have to do what you have to do. Old Road, they are the smallest village with lots of airlines. And it's one way that have lots of businesses. What provision is in place, right, for persons who want to go to any one of those establishments with so many airlines? And I said that because I know you're trying to ease the flow of traffic, and that's why there's a airline.
Yes, and it's the
But
main
at the same time, right, you have like 5 businesses in one closed area, and the airline on both sides, right? There's no parking to say, well, okay, then I'm going to park here and walk and go to the supermarket. So what is in place? Do you have a time limit where you can go and shop and come back drop off? Because I haven't seen anything that said drop off. So how would I, as a driver, know how to go about whether I should stop for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or I can't stop at all? And also, when the road gets damaged, I know your traffic and I know there's public works. What is the connection? What is the relationship between the public works and the traffic department? Because we're talking about road safety. There's a sinkhole in Challengers. It's been there for maybe 3-4 days now, and the road is being deteriorated right there after Banty Wells. So what does the traffic department do about these in terms of reaching out to public works and getting a time frame when this is being done so we can have a flow of traffic? Because remember, we are paying tax to use the road. Thank you very much.
Yes, Bucky. On the main road in Old Road, yes. I know you say it has 5 establishments there. It also have parking before you get to the first Chinese supermarket. That's on the seaside. I think where Dr. Warner has his office or something, so before, after you pass Platnet, you can park there. You also have side road where you can park. You have the road up by the old police station. You can park up there. You have Wingfield Road, you can park up there because they're not too far from the establishment. If you have heavy load to pick up, the law makes provision for that, for you to pick up or drop off, not something that you can walk within your hand. So once you pull up and you take up your luggage or you're offloading something, the law makes provision for that. With the sinkhole in Challengers, I don't know where you're speaking about because I went Sandy Point up to Sunday. I didn't see, but as you say, Public Works and Traffic Department work hand in hand. So you give me this information, I can get on to Public Work and inform them of it.
All right, we have another call. Well, we lost that call. You can always call back. 662-8674. We are taking your calls, your questions, and your concerns at the moment. The person respond, but I'm not sure if it's a voice note they sent, so I'm not sure if it's appropriate to play it yet. I'm asking if it is, and if it is, we can play and share for you, all right? In the meantime, good morning, you're live.
Hey, good morning, GQ. This is Granny again.
Yes, man, go ahead.
I want to touch a little thing on the Old Road area. When I was on the board, Bucky, I wanted to understand, I know how you feel it for the people down here in Old Road. But the complaint about how the people in the park and the Old Road area, it was overwhelmed. That's why the suggestion went down to put the yellow mark there. Someday I'm going to look in the file and I'm going to explain what happened in that region, because what they was even saying that they do not have a back road like that you could try to maneuver from the traffic that was blocked to get to Coastal side or whatever the case may be. So that was the problem down there. That's why those yellow lines are down there. Sorry to say, yes, the business places them down there, but it's because of the blockage or the people in the block up down there. That was one of the problems when I was on the board. But otherwise than that, good shot. Happy anniversary again.
Yeah, thank you, Granny.
Yeah.
You're in agreement with Granny?
Yes, because
Okay.
I worked down there for over a year. And I used to have a problem with that.
Okay.
Especially when cruise ships are in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vehicle park on one side and then the taxi drivers are going to park on the other side. Vehicles want to come through and there's a backup.
Okay. Bucky's on the road at the moment and he's sharing the area in Challengers. Take a quick look for yourself. Can you see?
Asking our drivers to be careful. There's a little sinkhole right here.
The voices,
Challengers.
the engineers,
Yes.
you, the listeners. All right, so that's the area in Challengers for you to take note of. And the area here in
Market Street.
what do you call outside of Bontewell side, right here on the left. It's really quick, so see if you can see it coming up. Hold on. You just passed
Yeah,
there
that's right.
on the left. It's
Just
really
before you meet the river, the gut, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
There's a bad hole right there. So.
Yeah. So, Bucky, thanks for sharing the videos. The officers are now aware of the area that you are making reference to. 662-8674. We have just about 12 minutes inside the program before we get into our 9 o'clock report. Our topic this morning, once again, Sergeant Henry.
Road safety.
Yeah, so if you want to touch base on that, you can as well. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning, you are live.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, GQ.
Morning.
Morning, Sarge.
Good morning.
Sarge,
It's Mr. Marshall. The area and challenges that the gentleman spoke about. You know, where there is a dam on the side of the road there.
No, but I've just shown a picture of the area. That's the thing, just before you meet the mechanic shop or something like that. That's
Okay.
what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What I also wanted to kind of highlight was the dam is a couple of years old. You know, I am almost 100, and that dam, when I was small, that dam was there before I was born. So, what my concern is that I'm fearful that maybe in the days when the dam was constructed, that based on the technology back then, I hope it is not any water from the dam seeking under the road. So we have to kind of try get to the area kind of quick to see how far, you know, that sinkhole or that cavity might have open up to. Because the possibility could exist that it might be something from the water in the dam that is causing that as well. So we don't want to wake up one morning and have a catastrophe of some kind because of that. So it is, I would encourage you guys to get public work to kind of look at it as soon as possible so that it can be rectified. Because, there is no other road you can go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Well, as soon as I get off the air, I'll speak to the director.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, thanks much.
Thank you. All right, no problem. You're welcome.
All right. As you can tell, we have another call coming in. Let's take this next call. Good morning. You're live.
Mr. Liebert, good morning, and Sergeant Henry, good morning to you all.
Morning.
Morning.
Sergeant Henry, I like the idea that it's understood the topic this morning is road safety. First and foremost, the police, the one who are supposed to at least initiate these things, speak about them, do them when they see it needs to be done necessarily. Do you know, on the 19th of February, at approximately 8:45 p.m., there's always traffic block in a particular area on Keon Street between Spots and Market Street, where Uncle T's. Although they have space for one or two vehicles to park inside there to at least patronize the restaurant, people still park on the road. That time I spoke up in the date, and that day, there was a car park parallel to one that was parked in the space, so it was on the road, the main road. I was directly behind G870 going west. That vehicle occupied by a police officer, because only police officers then are expected to drive these vehicles other than mechanics. Wait until the traffic going east did clear for him to go west. Would you believe it? A police officer who are supposed to be concerned about road safety, it's okay for him to wait and allow the person to park there with the flashes on? Well, who tell people that me and anyone else have the right to put on flashes in the street unless it's an emergency vehicle or by police? Officer Sergeant Henry, I do know all of us who see and hear and understand the things all you does, yes, they're quite good, or you're doing things that are expected to be done, but there are some things they all ignored, unlike what I'm speaking about, and people need to get serious about what they're supposed to do professionally, that they are being paid to do. Sergeant Henry, thanks for listening, and you have a good day.
Call it before you go. What date you said that was?
The 19th.
Of February?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Sarge, I don't just call and talk about what I feel like I should talk about unless it's necessary, I make notes of things. I have a book that I make notes about things that I see is obvious that I want to speak about. And when I don't talk about them, I draw a line to them. You have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you, caller. Thanks for that.
662-8674. We have 7 minutes left inside of the program before we get into our 9 o'clock report. If you're just tuning in, it's also our 64th anniversary of broadcasting here in our beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Stay tuned. We have some giveaways coming up this morning and throughout the course of the day. There's a little token of appreciation to say thanks for listening and thanks for being a part of our programming over the years. Whether you are a part of the new generation who just tuned in for the morning and the evening or wherever programming of the ZIZ programming, thank you so much for being a part of our programming. Or if you've been there from the inception, thank you. Keep it locked. Sergeant Henry, Officer Modest, anything from you? The callers made some points. Anything you want to respond to?
Well, I've responded to. The only one is this one where Mr. Christopher just called in. So I take the date and I will see.
All right, great. Topic at hand. Anything from you that you want to share on the topic at hand?
Oh, not particularly. I think everything was already covered.
All right, great. So I guess this is a good time for us to wrap up the program then. Sergeant Henry?
Okay. Road safety refers to the measures which must be adopted by everyone while using the road. Yes. Whether it's police or whether it's a civilian, the road safety must be followed by everyone. These safety methods are meant for reducing the risk of accidents and injuries or casualties on the road. These rules must be followed by all users of the road, including pedestrians as well, who just like to just cross the road without looking. Yes. Sometimes they're on the crossing and they're not even giving eye contact with the driver to make sure that the driver see them. Not because of crossing, you just stepped on the road, on the crossing. You make sure that the driver acknowledge you before you stepped on it. Cyclists, motorists, and bus and truck drivers. Safety methods also relate to the construction layout of roads as well as traffic regulation system. Yes, the construction of the roads. Yes, the sinkhole people, what they're talking about. Yes, because all these can contribute to accident. Because you might be going and then you see a hole and you try to swerve off it and there oncoming traffic coming and both of you collided. So all these should take into consideration we're talking about road safety. Yes, and also persons must adhere to the traffic wardens when they are directing traffic. Yes, you might say, oh, they do not have on grey and black. Not because they have on blue, they still falls under the Vehicle and Road Traffic Act.
Indeed.
So you must adhere to them. If they are doing a stop, you stop for them to do what they are doing, especially when they are crossing children. And if the traffic is congested, yes, and there's traffic light to alleviate that, but sometimes persons have to step in to control that traffic. So as long as they're in the traffic point or on a light and they're directing traffic, you must abide by it. Not because you have the green light and they stop you. You have the green light, yes, but they supersede that light. So you must adhere to them when they're in that road.
Thank you for sharing. And thanks for being a part of the programming today. We'll be back next week, same time, same place to do it all over again. Stay tuned. We have our 9 o'clock report coming up next. Compliments to Grange. Until next time, take care.
And all the result of that led to death and injury. Inconsiderate driving. This nonsense need to stop. Stop. I'm making it my business to alert all motorists, especially those who love to break traffic laws.